The permanence of happiness doesn't solely depend on change in external conditions. While new experiences and achievements can bring joy at first, our brains gradually adapt to these stimuli. What truly makes the difference? How we approach these experiences and what we take away from them. The pursuit of happiness and problems of sustainability. The desire to be happy is one of the oldest and most fundamental quests in human history. Almost everyone, at some point, has asked themselves, why do I have so much, yet still don't feel lasting happiness? A new job, a new relationship, a promotion, or financial gain. Each brings a way of happiness, but that happiness is often short-lived. So why does this happen? How does the human brain respond to satisfaction? What does happiness fade quickly, leaving us wanting more? This video we will introduce you concept of hedonic adaptation, explaining why happiness is rarely long-lasting, how human nature and modern life contributed to this, and what we can do to cultivate enduring happiness. What is hedonic adaptation? Our brain's mechanism for stabilizing happiness. The term hedonic adaptation was introduced by Brickman in 1978. It refers to the tendency for emotional response, positive or negative experiences, to diminishing over time. For examples, unexpected windfall, a new home, long-awaited promotion may spark great happiness at first, but over days, weeks, or months, that happiness gradually declines and people tend to return their baseline emotional state. This mechanism is, in fact, a survival strategy for humans' brain. Our brains must adapt to constant changing environmental conditions. It is essential for survival. If we reach it with the same intensity to every new event, it would overwhelm our attention and drain our energy. Neuroscientifically, this process to explain it by decline in dopamine, the reward hormone. Dopamine is related in response to unexpected rewards. But even though stimuli becomes routine, brain's dopamine response weakens. As a result, feelings of joy and pleasure fade. Philosophical views on happiness and responses to hedonic adaptation. Hedonic adaptation also provides valuable framework for understanding philosophical perspectives on happiness. Aristotle defined happiness as eudaimonia, which he believed could only be achieved through a life of virtue. According to him, true happiness stems not only external pleasures, but from the godness and awareness shows in one's actions. This points to lasting happiness rising from inner growth rather than external circumstances. The Epicureans advocated philosophy of pleasure, but emphasized the pursuit of rational, moderate pleasures. For Epicurus, fleeting pleasures are not the foundation of happiness. Instead, avoiding pain and attaining inner peace is the ultimate goal. The Stoics, on the other hand, viewed happiness as rooted in internal calm and virtue, independent of external conditions. As Seneca said, happiness does not depend on external things. These philosophical ideas intersect with the modern psychological concept of hedonic adaptation, underscoring that temporary pleasures do not lead to lasting happiness. What truly matters is meaning, virtue, and inner tranquility. Modern psychology, components of happiness of our sphere of control. Sonja Lyubomirsky's research reveals that about 50% of happiness is determined by genetics, 10% by life circumstance, and 40% by internal activities and choices. This means a significant portion of our happiness is within our control. Modern positive psychology shows that practices like gratitude, the pursuit of meaning, positive relationships, and meaningfulness enhance happiness. To reach hedonic adaptation, we must learn to appreciate new experiences, recognize that we already have, and pursue meaningful goals. People who practice gratitude regularly tend to experience greater long-term happiness and life satisfaction. Focusing on what we have rather than constantly chasing new pleasures leads to more lasting well-being. Society and culture, perception of happiness, and the consumption cycle. In modern capitalist societies, happiness is often associated with material wealth and social status. Advertisements, media, and social networks encourage people consume more and always seek better. This perpetuates a cycle of constant craving. Social media, in particular, fosters unrealistic perception of happiness by presenting idealizing versions of people's lives. Users frequently compare themselves to others, leading to feelings of inadequacy, dissatisfaction. This cycle is societal reflection of hedonic adaptation, technology, and contemporary happiness paradox. While technology makes life easier, it also reshapes our perception of happiness. Social media platforms trigger our dopamine systems through instant feedback, likes, comments, and shares offers quick hits of pleasure. But over time, these rewards lose their impact and users begin seeking more engagement. This pattern contributes to rising anxiety and dissatisfaction, especially among younger generation. Yet technology can also support well-being through mindfulness, apps, online therapy, and tools that help people reflect and find inner peace, breaking the happiness cycle, meaning, values, and inner fulfillment. As Viktor Frankl emphasized in Man's Search for Meaning, leading a meaningful life is a foundation of lasting happiness. Merely chasing pleasure condemns us to transient moments of joy. The pursuit of meaning helps individuals remain resilient and of hardship and fosters deep, lasting fulfillment. Gratitude, mindfulness, and strong social bonds also enhance happiness. People feel more content when they have a sense of belonging. Therefore, meaning and connection are essential not only on a personal level, but also broader social contexts. Conclusion is the secret to happiness within us. Hedonic adaptation explains, from both scientific and psychological perspectives, why happiness tends to be temporary. But this does not mean happiness is unattainable. Enduring happiness is less about external conditions and more about one's inner life, values, and sense of meaning. As Sonja Lyubomirsky puts it, the secret of happiness isn't out there. It lies in how we see and interpret our lives. So, what are you doing for your own happiness? Are you constantly chasing more or choosing to make peace with what you already have?